And welcome back on 88.7. You are still on Deportes Radio Club with me, Meister. So right now I'm with Austin. And Austin, guess what? What of the most favorite known stuff about the Super Bowl is that they have breaks in them. Commercial breaks.
It's my favorite part.
I mean, for most part of people, it turns out to be the favorite part. I think it's probably because the commercial get creative each year. You know that each brand will have its commercial out there. It costs a lot, but I think that they do great jobs. So, I mean, for you, for example, when you think about Super Bowl commercial, what's the best? I mean, the one that you say later to your kids, your older kids, your kids' song, this is a must view.
I don't know if I could offer my best because I've seen so many Super Bowl commercials that they just kind of blend together to me. Mm-hmm. The one that stands out in my mind, and it stands out for a personal reason, is I really like the Doritos series of commercials. I heard their one this year was really good. The one that I think about particularly, and the reason it's so personal, is because I don't know if you're familiar with Pugs.
Yep.
Like the dog.
Yeah.
They used a pug for one of their commercials. I want to say about 2 years, I think. Mm-hmm. About 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. And the whole basis of the commercial is like, there's the Doritos and the pug wants the Doritos and starts running up to the door and ends up just absolutely taking the door out, just completely wipes it. And I'm a huge pug fan, and that just absolutely resonated with me. I'm pretty sure I went out and bought a bag of Doritos right after that.
I also like the one of this year about the Alexa one, about the guy who was like listening, he wants to listen to country, and he say, Alexa, play country music, and then he start playing rap. And then he say stop, and Alexa stops, and then he say play country music, and then it goes to rap. I mean, like, it's just amazing.
Oh, they're great. I mean, the production value that goes in, like you said, they're very expensive, but they're very well made.
For a 30-second piece, it is very well made.
Yeah, you cannot argue that those are probably some of the best commercials you'll see in our country.
I mean, you can even say that it's better than some movies. I know movies that takes like 2 hours and you come out and like, what was it about? And then I'm like, those commercials of 30 seconds, people see to talk about them like years and years and years.
Oh, yeah, especially with classics. Yeah. I mean, a lot of those companies, as also like you said, they do recurring bits.
Yeah.
You could watch 4 Super Bowls over 4 years and have a whole storyline put together.
So, yeah, that was what we have as like commercial ideas. I want to hear from you, so give us a message on our website so that way we can still keep the conversation going. Right now, it's music here on 88.7 WPCD. And welcome to Deportes Radio Club. You are still with me, Meister. Now I have with me bring another guest. You can hear him here at 88.7. He has been with us for a really, really long time. You can, for some of the who are really faithful, truthful with WPCD, you know him as the host of the Zakata Hour. It's Zach Coffin. How are you doing, Zach?
Doing pretty good, Ellie. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So, how you feel?
Pretty good.
It has been a good day so far?
Oh, yeah, good day. I mean, other than the fact I slept on the ice.
Oh, no.
With my luck, I mean, I'm just saying, well, it's only happened twice so far this year.
Oh.
I've been known for tripping over air.
So, today, as people know, because they're listening since the beginning, we are talking about Super Bowl. So, what comes in your mind when you hear Super Bowl?
Well, Super Bowl, of course, is it's one of the biggest football games to exist next to, your typical college games or any game for the NFL.
Yeah.
It depends on who you are. Usually it's like for some people, if your favorite team's on, it's a definitely big deal. But other times, some people most of the time people just usually watch, say, like for the food or another popular thing, the commercials, of course.
Oh, yeah. So it gets... I've checked the numbers, and like especially this last year, the numbers of TVs rating is going from 110 million to 120 million.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it's not something crazy that you don't, that everybody will expect to have on each show, but the Super Bowl is that thing's different. So, to you, what is the most memorable memories that you have?
Most of the memories I have, I mean, other than, just spending time with family, eating, just watching the lovely, sometimes humorous commercials here and there, and of course the food. Every year, I actually have me and my brother-in-law bet against each other on what team's going to win.
Oh my.
When we first started, we did money.
Oh,
Nothing too big, like $20. So it wasn't like, like
$20. This guy is rich.
I won the last 5 that we did, but last year when we did it, I looked at, because we changed it up. I remember going in and was like, I have an idea. Loser has to shave their hair.
Ouch.
He looks at me, Zach, I'm bald. That's why you, my friend, are gonna have to shave your beard. This man has been clean shaven since 2007. Oh yeah, he was.
Oh
yeah, this is the last year when the Patriots played against the Falcons. He made the mistake of rooting for the Falcons. He was. Next day he messages me. It's like, I'm not happy with you right now. I just remember being like, you're gonna freak out your kids so bad.
I think it was like that's happy to see the Falcons up all the time. Then it gets out broken for him. So how do you watch the games?
How do I watch the games?
Yeah.
Just usually on the TV.
On your place with the family or
just
someone
just usually at home, big TV's up, everything, got all the food set out. Usually we'll just watch. Usually, like, we'll be watching it back and forth. Sometimes we pay attention. Other times, it depends on who's. Like I said, it depends on who's playing. Like especially for my family, we're diehard Packers fans. For the Green Bay Packers. I'm the same way, but like if the Packers if the Packers are not playing, it's usually I usually root for the New England Patriots. Who are my second favorite. Which, as of this past Sunday, that let me down because of the other bet I made.
I think that this Sunday was just different of the others.
Yeah.
I really want Brady to win because it will have been a great story for him, like his 40s, and then win a Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm okay with the Eagles winning because it's their first Super Bowl win ever.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's nothing too bad, but. I'm still a little upset.
Yep, I mean, stay with us and we come back right after music. And welcome back on 88.7. You are still on Deportes Radio Club with me, Meister. Right now, since Zach is an expert and I'm not, we try to talk. I mean, you know at least more than I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't really go and say expert, but I know, I would say, I know some here and there.
With our background and knowledge, we are all experts at some point.
Yeah.
So, right now, let's talk about something that people really seems to care about, because last Super Bowl, I literally go back and see some comments about it. And that was brilliant. Someone says that this guy can do everything, wear everything. I'm talking about the halftime show of a Super Bowl. And this year it was Justin Timberlake. And I fall in love with that comment because it's what I think of Justin Timberlake. So what's an halftime show, a correct halftime show for you?
A correct halftime show?
Yeah, what should be in there?
Well, for starters, the performance has to be good.
Okay.
I feel like they've done pretty well, like, because, like, some of them will have, like, visual effects.
Yeah.
Like, which year was it? Katy Perry went on, I remember, for one of them, and she did pretty good. There's even ones like Prince about 10 years ago, like those performances, like they're ones that are like memorable. Like you have like one of those that like people will be talking about like the next day. So like if it's something like a performance by Prince or like the one that happened with Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson 10, 13 years ago.
The one that catches eyes, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That people will talk about.
Oh, yeah. Especially Janet Jackson. Oh, yeah. That one. Woo!
I mean, poor that will like go back on and on and on and on.
Oh yeah, like there's still gonna be people talk like to this day. Like younger kids probably won't know it, but people around that time.
I mean, not that I want to like ever say on everything, but I think that there is fights that are not plain but who happened. So it was not really our fault.
No, it was funny too because there was a lot of people saying like they should get her back this year since Justin Timberlake was the performer for the halftime show. But I must say like this year's was really good. I liked how they
I like the way he designed it, that he started on a point, go to the field, and then ends out on with the public. So it's
I liked how one of my favorite things was like the little tribute he did for Prince as well.
Yeah,
which Prince is one of my favorite musicians like of all time, especially like his stuff from the '80s. You know, Purple Rain, all that. Like that's like one of the most iconic albums to exist.
The things that I will like to enjoy is like to see next year. I don't know who will perform next year, but if next year they can make like a reunion of one great band.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
that would be like, I don't know who you would. Can you imagine like Led Zeppelin or something like that?
Something.
I mean, that. So I mean, like it probably wouldn't happen, of course. But like, if you can get like a soul artist and getting them to like reunite with this old group. Like I remember, speaking back to Justin Timberlake, I remember if thing was for the VMAs on MTV, he reunited with his band NSYNC. They even got like the original members, Chris Kirkpatrick, Lance Bass, J.C. Chavez, and Joey Fatone. Yeah, I know NSYNC.
This dude is old. Stay with us. We come back after the break. And welcome back on Deportes Radio Club. We are on 88% WPCD. Right now, after talking about the Super Bowl, the game, the legends, the commercial, we cannot end the show without talking about probably the things that people most talks about, the halftime show. This year it was Justin Timberlake. I mean, to me, I'm jealous of this guy because to me this guy is fabulous. Everything he wears seems to be exceptional, and when he's saying these things, like, oh my gosh. So don't quote me, but I mean, it's this guy do an exceptional job. Even if I think that this year his halftime show was a little bit light, but it's just my opinion. So Austin, what is your favorite or your best halftime shows that you have seen?
Oh man, this is really gonna show my non-expertise here.
Oh.
The only person that I can think of during a halftime show right now is Beyonce.
Oh yeah.
And I know that I'm gonna get burned because I know that there's musicians that I love that have played halftime shows that I just can't think of right now because I don't watch the Super Bowl regularly enough.
I know that Rolling Stones also have done one. It was
okay. I could get behind that. I'm a big Rolling Stones guy.
I mean, it was strange because they like changed some words on their songs, so it was really weird because the song was like well known, and then when they go to perform it on the Super Bowl, I don't remember for whatever reason, but they seems to have like changed some lyrics, and then people were like, "You can't do that."
No one can sing along if you change the lyrics.
Yeah, so I was like, and also like I'm talking about Beyonce. I think last year or 2 years ago she did an amazing show.
Oh, she's a great singer.
People criticize her because like it was a non-political show, but I think that at that time it was what people needed because it was like close to the elections and all those
right.
stuff.
I forgot about all that. There was a bunch of controversy. Yeah. But yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, that was a time in our nation where that Super Bowl was going on with a lot of political tension. And
talking about political tension, the recent winner said that they will probably not go to see the president. So it's still going on and on and on. So I mean, the only things that we really enjoyed today, it was talking about Super Bowl. We got an amazing time talking about it. We hope that you enjoy. Next week we come back with some other sports talking. So stay with us, and I really hope that this gets you entertained. And as we know, feel free, enjoy your life. Remember that life is a fiesta, and then whatever what you do, be peaceful to other people. Last say is Austin.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I love sharing my non-expertise. And yeah, it's been a fun time. Thanks for having me on here.
Oh, yeah. And from a non-expert to others non-expert, tune in on Mondays from 12 to 2. So that way you can listen to Austin and his show. He does an amazing job. And I will see you, or at least you will listen to me, if God wants, next Wednesday. See you!